if I put my meter on the same wire, like I put a meter lead here and a meter lead here, I'm going to show 0 volts. Now, it's important to know that because when you're checking for voltage and checking if we have a call for heating or call for cooling, we need to know what's going on. So if I go between R and C, I'm going to show 24 volts because that's basically just my 24 volts coming off of my transformer. This would be my control board in the furnace. So knowing those two things, when the thermostat makes a call for, if the thermostat, let's start with, if it's not calling for heating, if I go between R and W, I'm going to show 24 volts. If I go between R and C, I'm going to show 24 volts. If I go between R and Y, I'll show 24 volts. R and G, I'll show 24 volts. Now when that changes, here's the thing too. If I go between C and W, I'll show 0 volts. C and Y, 0 volts. C and G, 0 volts. C and R, always 24 volts. Now as soon as the thermostat makes a switch and tells something to happen, so let's say we're giving it a call for heating. As soon as the switch is made, now I can go between R and W and I'm going to show 0 volts. Instead of 24 before, I'm showing 0 because it's like I'm having my meter on the same wire, because now R and W are the same because the switch has been made. But on the other hand, I could go between C and W and I'm going to show 24 volts because really it's no different than going back to R and C, because R and W, the switch is made, so they're the same wire now. So if I go between C and W, I should show 24 volts if the thermostat's working and giving us a call for heating. Now if the thermostat's not working, I would show 0 volts between C and W. So I hope that makes sense. That's just a quick rundown. We can do another one just to make sure you get it. So let's say we give a call for the fan to run. Click, the thermostat makes the switch. Once again, if I go between R and G, I'm going to show 0 volts if everything's working properly, because now the switch has been made and R and G are now the same terminal, basically. But I can go between C and G and I should show 24 volts, because once again, it's no different than going between R and C if this switch is made.